It appears that Diddy has been exposed by the entire show business and accused of sacrificing many talented young people. Jaguar Wright, Gene Deal, Uncle Ron, and even Eminem all said that Diddy has a lot of innocent blood on his hands, and the list of victims includes not only other rappers, but Diddy's former girlfriend, Kim Porter, as well. Whether these accusations are true or not, it seems unbelievable how many tragedies surround Diddy. So let's dig into this story without delays. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. I keep my eyes on the most scandalous events in show business and always bring you the hottest updates. So, celebrities accusing each other is not something really new, but this time, 4 people stepped up and shed a light on Diddy's horrendous deeds. According to them, Diddy spreads the deathly wave in show business and spares no one, including his own girlfriend, Kim Porter. But what is he trying to protect so hard? Stay with me until the end of this video and you'll be the first to find out. It seems like Diddy should watch his back because the FBI must be coming to handcuff him soon. And the reason for that is that 4 people at once decided to speak up and accuse the rapper of a series of tragic events that took the lives of such celebrities as Tupac and Ree Harrell, Kim Porter, the notorious Big, and Heavy D. The first person bravely speaking against the music mogul was his own bodyguard, Gene Deal. In his interview, Gene mentioned that Diddy never hid the fact that he cared more about money and his business than people's lives. As Gene Deal recalls in his interview, Diddy said the following: "Something gotta change. I don't care if Tupac gotta die, Big gotta die, or Suge Knight go to jail. Something gotta change." Gene Deal was working for Diddy for many years and witnessed a lot of inexplicable events in the industry, including his boss's statements about other people. But this is not the only person who accuses the rapper of indirect manslaughter. Another celebrity bodyguard called Uncle Ron spilled the tea on Diddy on his TikTok account, saying that the rapper approached him with an offer to make a hit on Biggie in exchange for 30 grand. It appears that Diddy found out that Biggie wanted to own his music and was leaving Bad Boy, so that's why the rapper wanted him out of the picture. In his TikTok video, Uncle Ron said, "I was offered $30,000 to perform a hit on Biggie Smalls on March 1st, 1997. I was approached by Diddy to perform a hit on one of his artists. Finding out that he wanted, I turned him down because I also found out that very night that Biggie had plans of leaving Bad Boy." Well, that only proves how greedy and possessive Daddy is, because he didn't want a talented rapper to perform without him and not share his income with the music mogul. As you know, Diddy is the founder of Bad Boy Records and gives young artists the opportunity to grow into real rap stars. In fact, it looked like a deadly trap for many of them, and the whole company is cursed. Biggie wasn't the only victim, but his death is surrounded by many unanswered questions. The 24-year-old rapper was shot 4 times on the night of March 9, 1997, a week after Diddy allegedly offered Uncle Ron a reward for hitting on the rapper. It was later revealed that Biggie intended to go separate ways with Diddy and was even offered a $62 million contract. And if the notorious Big never announced his decision to leave Bad Boy Records, Diddy could find it and get jealous, because with Biggie leaving his company, a lot of money was leaving as well and going into others' pockets. Could Diddy plan to get rid of potential competition in such a cruel way? Because his words about business always coming first are now stuck in my head. Well, we all know that the music industry is full of competition, but you cannot seek fame with such low methods. After the incident with Biggie, which happened right after the party that Diddy also attended, Diddy decided to lay low. So the life has been taken. The family left in tears, but the villain was never found. However, as was stated by Gene Deal, who also was nearby on the night of the incident, this shooting was planned. He indirectly hinted at this former boss Diddy, stating, "Every Biggie movie that you see, they say it's a drive-by." When the witness tells you the car was stood right there at the corner, the car was probably there all night. Why Gene Deal was so sure it was Diddy? Because it wasn't the first time when the rapper tried to prevent other people from getting too famous, and even worse, leaving him and exposing his secrets. It became obvious that Diddy has a lot of dirt to hide, because everyone who wanted to come forward with exposing the truth about the industry was suddenly and tragically dying. Gene even said that Diddy tried to stop his own book from getting published, and so far, Gene Deal is the only person alive with a tell-off book on the way. Even Diddy's girlfriend Kim Porter was working on the tell-all book, and Diddy was panicking that it would somehow ruin his image. How else can we explain that Kim passed away in her sleep, allegedly from a lung infection? The medical report stated that the 47-year-old woman's manner of death was certified as natural. It said that she had complained of a sore throat and high temperature only days before dying, but rumor has it that she was poisoned. Well, if it's true, it might have been quite a convenient time for Diddy, because just 1 month prior to her demise, Kim traveled in Africa in full health and came back without any complaints. As the report stated, she did not have any health complaints at the time she returned from her trip. Many people, including Jaguar Wright, didn't believe a single word written in the medical report, and they insist that Kim's blood is on Diddy's hands. Probably the main reason why they have suspected suspicions is that the coroner made his report quite fast, as if he had already been told by someone what to write in it. Jaguar said that there are poisons that make it look like a person died from a heart attack or pneumonia. Many people supported Jaguar because she was the first to expose Diddy. One person commented, "My God, it seems like people know what was happening and did stay quiet. It's so scary, and now they are talking, can't go to the grave with secrets." And another person added, "I like how it only takes one source to expose the devil. It started with Jag and then Gene, and others followed. I always wondered why people under Diddy's wing didn't last. But can it be just a coincidence that so many people in the industry who were somehow dealing with Diddy suddenly die or get into a coma? I mean, I could believe it if it was a one-time thing, but this already looks like a pattern. So it may actually be true that Diddy is ready to sacrifice anyone who may slightly stain his public image. Well, with his actions, the rapper could build himself a decent fortune, and as of 2022, his net worth is estimated at $900 million. Well, Diddy is one of the most influential people in the music industry, and he definitely grew his fortune over time. But with the ongoing allegations, I start to wonder which methods he used to earn this money. Let's come back to Biggie, for example. Prior to being violently shot, he signed a contract with another label, allowing him to earn $62 million. But as Biggie's mother stated, he could never get such a sum from Diddy because he was exploiting young talents and getting rich while paying them basically nothing. Biggie's mother mentioned in her interview that Diddy deceived her son when he offered him a tiny salary and earned millions as his producer instead. This woman said, "The truth is, Christopher accepted the illusion of a friend and mentor for about $25,000. That's the amount Puffy lured my son with. That was a lot of money for Christopher back then, as a 19-year-old. But we already see how greedy for fame and money Diddy is. Apparently, he was always dreaming of building an empire of his own where he uses young and talented guys and makes himself richer while they pick up the crumbles from his table and enjoy working under his name. Diddy has always been afraid of competition and was ready to get rid of everyone who was standing in his way. As you know, the rumors about him spreading the deathly wave among rappers have been circulating forever. And many people are still convinced that it's he who is involved in Tupac Shakur's killing. Allegedly, Tupac was his first victim on the road to success and richness. Tupac died on the 13th of September, 6 days after he was shot. And if you tell me, there are a lot of similarities between Tupac's and Biggie's incidents. Both were successful and young, both were coming back from the parties, and both were shot exactly 4 times. But it's not only his fellow rappers that Diddy was ready to sacrifice. And it looks like people are tired of seeing Diddy crashing many young and innocent lives and leaving so many families in tears and mourning. For years, no one has found enough courage to speak up because of Diddy's influence and power. The first person to publicly expose Diddy's conspiracy was Jaguar Wright, and the others quickly joined her. In her interview, Jaguar said that many people associated with Diddy are either dead or have had a near-death experience, and the similarities of these incidents are quite horrifying. She said that Andre Harrell and Heavy D were both pronounced dead from a heart attack. The initial report of Kim Porter's death said homicide. I'll Be Sure had a terrible near-death experience, and the most surprising part of it was that 3 of the 4 of them were working on their books about the industry and probably were going to expose Diddy's secrets and schemes. What keeps me wondering is that Diddy somehow remains invincible in this story. While there are so many tragedies and allegations surrounding him, this man stands like a rock, never shaken by anything. So when he was asked about these allegations in an interview, Diddy chose not to answer the reporter's questions and explained that he didn't comment on nonsense. In response to the rumors, Diddy gave an evasive answer and said, "We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother." To me, that was not a solid no. So many people also didn't accept this response and still suspect that Diddy's guilty of many crimes, and the list of his victims only keeps growing. One person commented, "Diddy is sneaking type of guy. With the bad boy, dude can't be trusted. Slowly, he's building his credibility. He can have billions and be powerful, man. But eventually, things will start to crumble." And another added, "The more I hear on this subject, surely Diddy is about to face some sort of criminal charges." Well, I hope that all these tragic incidents will be investigated and discussed not only by people from the industry, and the charges will follow, because this row of dreadful coincidences doesn't make sense. And what do you reckon? Is Diddy really trying to wipe out everyone who wants to expose him? And is he paying off someone to cover his dirty deeds? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking, because it's not the first time the rapper was accused by his former bodyguard. Check my other video where Gene Deal talks about working with Diddy and the secrets he kept for him. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. I promise to be back very soon with more news and stories